Target customers. When you first begin, you don't really have a target customer. Your target customer is someone who's going to give you money for the things you need. But basically, when you first begin, your target customer is kind of like the backyard parties, graduations, barbecues, first birthdays, the things with the small tents and the tables and chairs. Because most people, when they start out, are not going full big with 40 by 100s or sailcloth tents or giant frame tents or whatever. Some people are. But generally, you're kind of starting small, working on your garage, building this up. So your target customer is those kind of people. So how do you get those kind of people? Well, simple. Facebook ads, boost the Facebook post by like 20 bucks and it'll get blasted out. Word of mouth is huge. Tell every single person you know that you started a rental company and you'll get a lot from that. Free Craigslist ads and setting up a Google business account, which is free. You know, when you search something on Google and there's like 4 things at the top with maps, that's the Google business thing. So you want to be on the Google Maps. So those are the easy, cheap, free ways to do it. Like I said, make a Facebook boost, but you got to make a Facebook page first for your business. Throw a bunch of pictures up of things you have, and then make a post, and then boost it by 20 bucks, and it'll go all over the place, and people will see you, and you get a lot of business just from 20 bucks. Now, my target audience my target customer when I began, I knew was weddings. So how did I get those? I just pretended like I owned all the stuff that you need for a wedding. I threw it all up on my website. Big white tents, dance floor, white chairs, lighting. Didn't own any of it. I threw it up in like August of one year, and I knew that, you know, the events that I'm booking these for wouldn't happen until June, July, August, September of next year. So I had a while. It was kind of like a test the market. So I would take the meetings for these weddings, but I would do them on site because obviously I didn't have anything to show them. They couldn't come to my place, which was my mom's garage at the time, and show them anything. So we'd go on site and I would just say yes to everything. I'd book it, get the 25% deposit, and then I figured out later how to buy it. I'd use the 25% deposit, and I was working at a place that had a credit union, so I put my truck up as collateral for $20,000, and I bought everything I needed. So I was able to get to my target audience. I keep saying audience. Target customer, which was weddings, because weddings is money. Then my target customer changed. I'm already doing these weddings. I want caterers. How do I get caterers? So I just started with small stuff like chafing dishes, coffee makers. And then once the caterers knew I had those, then they started asking for ovens. So I got an oven. And then, you know, they want to do a one-stop shop. They don't want to get the oven from me and the dishes from someone else. So I got dishes. So now I got all the caterers calling for events because they know we got ovens, grills, fridges, freezers, dishes, any sort of catering equipment they need to do their thing. We can set up a tent, set up their kitchen. They come, they cook, they do what they do, and then they leave. And then they don't have to clean 2,000 dishes and this and that. So that's how I acquired the target audience. I got the things they need. If you don't know what they need, you go visit them and say, what do you need? Then switching to like wedding planners, you know, ask them what they need. Like, what do you need? What are you seeing people want? And they say gold Chiavari chairs or mahogany Chiavari chairs or rustic stuff. So you buy that stuff. So now the wedding planner, because most wedding planners don't have a warehouse, they just work out of an office. They don't want to store everything. They don't want to own everything. So now you have everything the wedding planner needs. If you want a target customer, you just ask them what they want. Walk into their store, send them an email. Say, hey, listen, I may not be that big right now. I may only be able to do backyard parties, but let me know what you need, and I will work towards it. You don't have to have it the first year, the second year, the third year, you know, but at least you know what they need. You can know what you're saving your money for. You can know what the trend is. I didn't do catering stuff for at least like 5-6 years after I started this business. But my very first year, I asked them all what they needed, and I didn't get it for like 6 years. But they knew I existed, and they were using me for other things. And then once I got the catering stuff, you know, I let them know. Every time I get a new catering item, I let the caterer know. Like, I didn't do freezers until last year. Saw no need for it. Then a college needed freezers, so I bought 4 of them. And then I told all the other caterers I got freezers. Now they're using them. I didn't do fridges for a really long time. And then I saw another tent company have a fridge. And then one person asked me for a fridge, so I bought 3 of them. And now they go out all the time. I've been missing out on $100 an event because I didn't have a fridge. These caterers would have used them if I had them, but I didn't, but now I know. Anyways, your target customer is whoever you want it to be, and you don't have to do it immediately. You can grow into it. So just find out what they need. For a backyard party, they just need tents, tables, and chairs. For weddings, they need all the wedding stuff. But then if you're trying to get with wedding planners, banquet halls, caterers, go around and visit them. Ask them what they want, what they need. Then you know you can start saving money for those things or acquiring them very, very slowly. You don't have to acquire everything at once. It's all very expensive if you do that. You could just have the oven. And some caterers are gonna just use you for the tent and the oven and the tables for in there. And then once you get a fridge, then they might start doing that. And then you'll get some grills, then they might add that. And then once you have all that stuff, maybe the next bigger caterer is like, all right, you have everything I need now, I'll start using you. So don't be afraid to start getting this stuff slowly. You don't have to spend $20,000, $30,000 to get a full catering get up all at once. It can all be very slow. That's the way I've done everything. I've only taken out that one loan, and then everything since then has been just acquiring things with the cash that I make. So that I can then expand into a new target customer. Currently right now, the target customer is brides still, but brides looking to have a wedding on site. Like, I want an on-site place, and me and a partner have been working towards that. We've got a big piece of land with a pond that's gonna be really nice, and we're gonna put up a big giant permanent frame tent. Well, semi-permanent. The vinyl comes out in the winter, but the frame stays up. And so we are targeting those people who have a big budget of $10,000 to $15,000 just for the event space, not the catering or the alcohol or the dress, just on the event space, who can have an experience. They can camp out there. They have the place for 4 days. That's my new target customer, is those brides trying to have a big open area and have an awesome experience for a wedding, and not be rushed at like a banquet hall or a barn. So that's what we're doing. We're building the website, getting the Facebook going. We'll do a Facebook blast, boosted post to let people know it's around. We'll do some Google AdWords for the website. We set up a tent and took some pictures, and that's getting all done. So then, you know, we can do some marketing material. And then not me, but him and his wife are gonna go do some bridal shows and try to get these people into this place. So that's my new target customer, is those high-end weddings who can spend $10,000 to $15,000 on our event space and have like a getaway wedding, because they have it for 4 days. They can do whatever they want. They can camp there. They're not gonna feel rushed. It's a blank slate because it's a tent, it's white, so you can put up drapery, you can put up any kind of lights you want. So that's my new target customer, and it's always evolving, it's always changing. And if you live in a big city, maybe your target customer is going to be commercial businesses. So, you know, just find out what they need. I don't really know what they need. I don't do a lot of commercial stuff. We don't live in an area where there's big, rich commercial companies. The most we do for them is dishes, plates, and tables. But I definitely know some places have commercial parties, like company parties with arcade games and table games and video games and stuff like that. So if that's what your area wants, slowly start acquiring it. Anyway, I kind of rambled. Target audience, not audience, target customer. Just find out who they are, who you want, and find out what they need. Thanks for watching.